IyandaSiraj, the Eclectic High Priestess. I'm so grateful to be sharing this space with you today. I hope that I'm finding you well and in high spirits. Ashe. So, we are here with the Aries March reading, okay? So real quick, if you haven't taken the time to do so, go check out the collective reading. Had some really good messages for us as a family, as a soul fam, as a unit. And also, if you're new here, take a moment. We welcome you. Just take a moment, share your comments, share your feedback, and we welcome you to the fam, okay? So this month I'm doing readings a little differently. So I have pre-shuffled and done kind of like this pick a card thing where all of the oracle and tarot cards have already been chosen for the reading, okay? And then I'm going to clarify with my personal playing card deck and build up on the message. We're featuring the AKMARA Tarot this month. All of the readings will be done with these tarot deck. And if you haven't already seen it, Oprah just named it one of the top oracle decks for self-development or looking inward. So go check that out, AKMARA Tarot. The link will be in the description box, okay? So for Aries, you guys have the Two of Cups. You have Equilibrium or the Temperance card. And you have Mommy or the Empress card, okay? Wow, this is really good energy, okay? This tells me that a lot of you are really, okay. First of all, let me just tell you that the overall message that I got from you guys during meditation was cameras or turn out the lights, okay? So there is something here about zooming in on your inner world, okay? And honestly, this doesn't feel like you have to do any more zooming. This feels like you've already identified what you need to identify, Aries. I do get this feeling that there is a sense of healing. Okay, this is really strange, but in the month of March, you might find that your desire for self-care or for kind of like developing your own things, body butters and oils, you may find that you have a particular liking for a certain thing, okay? I'm picking up a very much like maybe a hair conditioner or a hair mask or something. But okay, either way, this does feel like if you resonate with twin flames, or if you are asking if you are ready, okay, if you are ready for relationships of a higher level or higher capacity for love, then this is a message that you are in balance. You are in divine balance. Your inner world is balanced and it's been reflected in your outer world. And this can be seen. You are showing up as the Empress, okay? So right now you do have this very fertile energy. It's very inviting, okay? And if you can allow, all right, there seems like there's opportunity for partnership, very healing and balanced partnership, okay? This also feels like there's a lot of things coming into you, right? Lots of things where you haven't had to ask, really. You know, you had these conversations with the universe. You had these conversations with your inner and higher self. And it's brought you to equilibrium, okay? I just really want to point out how in both of these cards, there are opposite. There's one upward face and a downward face. It really feels like you are calibrated. You've calibrated, or that is the energy that you're going to be in this month. I'm hearing divine calibration, okay? You may be emerging, okay? You may be doing a whole lot of self-care things because you intend to come out to the collective, to the public more often, to show yourself. So maybe you're doing some things like some skincare regimens, hair care, things like that. So this is beautiful energy here. So let's see what the oracle cards and the rest of our cards have for you. Divinity. Yeah. So another card that really shows that equilibrium, that inner and outer balance, that balance of the masculine and feminine even, or the yin and the yang. Okay, so there's really a really beautiful energy here about you truly aligning inward and outward, and divinity is present in your world. Divinity is present in your environment. Okay, so and what it is every time you notice something as divine, or you acknowledge it as divine, you are also acknowledging yourself. Okay, so there is something that has connected for you when it comes to that. Okay, so that's a beautiful energy to be in. Yeah, with this really reflective energy, or the merging of the lower and the higher aspects, maybe dark and light, however you see it and however your school of thought teaches it. But there is a balancing and a merging that results in ultimately you discovering your divine self. We have love and compassion, or love. Lights are kind of bright. Okay, so you guys will get to see that one. But either way, there's a lot of similar imagery in these cards here, right? This one has the love compassion card, has a hand reaching out, there's a heart, and then there's a hand kind of placing the heart in the other hand. So again, there's this divine exchange. You are exuding divinity, excellence, greatness, maturity, wisdom. Okay, you are exuding fertility and compassion, right? And so what's happening is the universe is giving it back to you by means of support, by means of just creating sweetness in your life, right? So that it can truly be a reflection of the work that you've put in and what you currently see within yourself. All right. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. All right. So those channeled messages don't have to resonate, but sometimes they do, and we'll see if there's anything more regarding that here at the end when we pull our playing cards. So the goddess power card we have is Durga, strength. Okay, this is talking about standing in your full strength, in your honor, right? Feeling honored by honoring yourself. Okay, so true honor comes by living with integrity, with honoring the self, really living in your truth. This is where honor comes. Okay, honor comes from within first, and then is reflected from the outside, right? Okay. All right, so we have the planet Mars here. Okay. Yeah, all right. So this is letting me know that not only have you prepared yourself inwardly, what you have been preparing for is this push forward. Okay, so there's been a lot of I want to say a lot of difficulty, but it doesn't feel difficult. It just feels like there's been a lot of resistance, lots of resistance, right? And whatever this resistance was in your world was to really help you to exemplify the passion, the drive, the force that you could show, that could show up in you. Okay, so I do really feel like the planet Mars is speaking to your willpower, the energy that you put out when it comes to creating this sense of divinity in your world. Okay, so there is a whole transformative energy, but without sounding cliche, it literally is a transformation that was from the inside out. All right. Some of you may also find that you could connect with another Aries, but Mars is the primary ruler of Aries. So this is saying that you are becoming your own ruler. You are governing yourself. You have acknowledged yourself as a sovereign and divine being. Okay. So, and you've been forced into this by certain happenings. The Strength card indicates that there was a lot of things that you had to go in and face. Clarifying the Two of Cups, or the Two of Calabash, it does feel like, you had to go face a lot of hard, difficult things. Okay, and by doing so, it was forcing you to expose your true power. Okay, all right, let's see what else we have here. Receiving from angels, shimmering wings of angels embrace me now. So I think you guys ended up getting, oh no, that was it. Receiving from angels. So we'll just leave that message as it is. I mean, that is what it is. Not only, in recognizing your divinity, you really encourage yourself, or you are motivated to interact more with the spirit realm, with the angelic realm, by acknowledging that you are not separate from it. You know, the opportunities, or the the drive, or the okay, the pull to speak, to share, to communicate, to commune, it becomes even greater, because you realize that by doing so, you are only tapping into deeper levels of yourself. Okay, all right. Messages to yourself, soulmate. Yeah, and you know, guys, I do feel like, you know, for those of you who have been looking for a romantic relationship, who have been open to that, or feel like you have been in a position to receive it, that is on its way to you. This is a gift for you truly facing self and coming into union with your own self. By doing that work to merge your energies that were conflicting at one time, now they all support one another, and they serve as catalysts for greater development within self. Okay? What else do we have here? We have Libra, Elephant, and Stallion. So like I was saying, you know, you got number 13, number 4 here. So both of those fours are stability after transformation, stability after death and a rebirth, okay? We also have the divine feminine energy showing up in the mommy card, and the number 13. So there is definitely this wisdom element, this divine wisdom element that's being spoken of here. With the stallion here, it's saying that it's breaking you out of it. Definitely with that Mars energy, it aligns with the stallion energy in a way that it broke you through a lot of things that have kept you bound. So now you can kind of roam free out in the world. Okay, you can exist because you now know that there is space for you. You know, you've tapped into your divinity. You know that there's space for you. Okay, so we do have a time frame here. If there is something significant, a partnership, whether that be romantic or business, whether that be something, some personal goal that you've been wanting to achieve, we do have the Libra card here that indicates within 1 to 2 weeks during the fall, between the date of September 22nd and October 21st. So I really feels like that does speak a lot to this, because the Venus energy is here. So if you've been looking for partnerships, looking to complete some type of contract with yourself or with another party, then that's the time frame there for you. Okay, so real quick, we're going to add on to this message and close out. These cards here serve as kind of just extra layers of information, and may also serve as guidance. Some of them I may not even get any further messages from them, and you may just end up with a word or a phrase. Okay, so we have detour and we have years. Okay, all right. So right away, I feel like from that, the detour and the years, Page of Cups. So there's something here about maturity. Maturity that has been attained over years. I do feel too that this is kind of speaking of if you were waiting on someone, the Page of Cups would be a younger or something, some love situation that didn't get to develop. Okay, it really didn't get to develop. It was kind of halted earlier on, and this could have happened years ago, 1 to however many years ago. Then you also have detour here. So this didn't get to materialize because there's something that still needed to be learned, or some skill or understanding that still needed to be obtained. Okay, so that's a message for whoever may have been looking for guidance about why something didn't work a few years ago, especially if it's making itself way back. If it's making its way back around to you now. Okay. All right. So we have repression and collect the lesson. Okay. So again, really speaking to if you have something coming back around to you and you are asking, well, why didn't it work before? Well, you have the reason why it didn't work. Someone needed to go gain something more. And if you're asking if you now are in alignment, I'm getting that you probably just need to go ahead and collect the lesson, because it's probably still not at a favorable place for it just yet. Okay, because the repression card is showing up with the Page of Swords. So there seems like there may still be a little immaturity, maybe some mental unease or mental development that still needs to take place. Okay, and collect the lesson with the King of Swords, right? This is talking about look at the facts of the situation. This is talking about really review it to see if you've gained it and can close it out. So I feel like that speaks back to where I said if you've been asking for guidance about a certain contract or purpose why you've met someone, that person is a soulmate. This is to validate that that person is a soulmate. It's to validate that the detour or the break that was taken was because there was more development that was needed. If you have the question of whether or not it's worth going back, well, there are still some unhealed things there, but you can still collect the lesson and move on if you see fit. Okay, let's see what else we have here. 22 and 2. So we have 222. That could be a number for you guys, or a life path number. But even more, an age too. It could be an age. So I think that could be why someone may be asking this, because it could be that, you know, maybe this person is younger, okay, on the younger side. 222 though. You know, this does feel like things are really going to be brought to balance here if you just go ahead and collect the lesson. I'm not getting one way or another that it's a yes or no when it comes to exploring this, but I do feel like, excuse me, there's still a significant amount of growth that's going to be needed in the situation. There's still a lot of stuff that hasn't been uncovered. Negotiate, okay? Queen of Wands, negotiate. Okay, well, I'm getting a message from this about any kind of creative projects or anything like that you have. Make sure that you are receiving what you're worth. Okay, so any kind of contracts or anything like that, even relationships, if something is coming back around, consider the work that you've done on yourself and realize that the price is different. So this person or offer or whatever needs to be coming in ready to see what is needed and what the terms are. Okay, so be very ready to put the terms out there on the table. Okay, what else do we have? Fulfillment. Fulfillment. This feels really good. This really speaks to the Empress energy or the mommy energy and the equilibrium energy that says it's, you know, you're in divine balance. You're not seeking or needing anything. Everything you have, you're at ease. You're at peace with. And inbound opportunities. So fulfillment, inbound opportunities. You have the Three of Wands also saying inbound opportunities. All right, fulfillment here with the Five of Cups. So they're saying that it's fulfillment after some sense of loss. Okay, fulfillment in a place where you thought you might feel lost. Feel lost. Okay, so this is saying, you know, if something didn't make its way back around to you, or did make its way back around to you but didn't manifest into anything, this is saying that you're still finding fulfillment where it was perceived that you had experienced a loss. So that's all I have for you guys. Seems like the month of March is carrying a pretty good theme. And just keep thinking back on the overall message, or the channeled message. Really wasn't really an overall message of cameras and turn out the lights. Okay. I'm also hearing with turn out the lights, this may be a time for you to stop investigating. Okay. Stop investigating, Aries. So that's all I have for you. I hope to see you again next month or as videos come out. If you have not already, make sure to like, share, hit the subscribe button, turn on those notifications so that you don't miss the videos that are upcoming. Thank you so much. Peace.